Hi guys, I'm Lethal Port and welcome back to Outlast, and we are going to be continuing on and begin the Whistleblower DLC.
Eyes. You don't have to wake up, but open your eyes.
You're such a creep.
What's the matter? Somebody hit you? Here. Let me help.
Ugh. No.
Andrew, you getting these alerts?
Kind of busy here.
It sounds like real trouble. At the engine, they said Hope made a lateral ascension.
What do we hope? They're not happy about it?
No.
Shit. Come on.
Okay, let's get this not fun party started.
Park? They've paged for you 3 times already. There's something urgent at the engine. What are you doing in here anyway? I thought you were just a software.
Your mum.
You're Whalen Park, aren't you? Why weren't you answering the page?
Oh look, it's the guard quadruplets.
And we're headed out to the lake.
That sounds all right.
I didn't think I'd miss her this much. It's the patients. You start to realize they haven't seen a woman or a child in, shit, years now, right?
How long's it been since you've seen Jane?
3 weeks now?
That's nothing.
You're serious?
Sure.
You got a girlfriend or somebody?
I'm married.
How long since you've seen her?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. How about you?
Christ, Whalen, hurry up. They're waiting on you.
They're cutting it close. Next patient's incoming and arterial spin still dark. We need you at the front of the scene.
They've got Gluskin out of his cell. Park, finally. Where have you been? Functional imaging in faces.
Gluskin is seriously my favorite, even if he is one of the most fucked up.
Ask them to delay.
No, I don't need another.
I just like his
Mr. Park here is
style, how they made him and everything.
Right, Mr. Park?
I think he's an interesting one.
Are we happy, Mr. Park?
Steve? fMRI is still dark.
You're doubting our friend, Mr. Whalen Park? Which I consider more than unkind to his programming skill and considerable dedication to the Murkoff Corporation. Fuck me, they're bringing him in.
No, not a day. No.
I have no idea why, like, the first time I played this, like, it just didn't click. with Gluskin here and Gluskin at the end, like being sick that day.
Help me!
Hi, Eddie.
Don't let them... You! I know you can stop this! You have to help me! You have
Hey, calm yourself. This is a high security...
It's all right, Agent. Mr. Park was just surprised. I'm sure he's still calm and eager to finish his work. Take your seat. Quickly, Mr. Park. Head will need to roll if the fusion monitoring is not active when we put him in the engine. 5 seconds. 4, 3.
Arterial spin labeling is back online.
Attractive.
Positioning imaging planes.
Oh, Eddie.
You're finished, Mr. Wayland Park. You can leave. Don't expect anything but honesty when I see you with your performance.
Sure, hold on.
You need to exit the room, sir.
Somebody's been telling stories outside of class.
On the floor! Down! Hands where I can see him!
Mr. Wayland Park. Consulting contract 8208. Software engineer with a level 3 security clearance. Graduated cum laude from Berkeley, but still somehow not smart enough to realize that the last thing a fly ought to do in a spider's web is wiggle. Somehow dumb enough to think that a borrowed laptop, onion router, and firewall patch would be enough to fool the world's leading supplier of biometric security. Stupid, Mr. Park. More than stupid. In fact, that was crazy. I'm afraid we're going to have you committed. Mr. Park, will you willingly submit to forced confinement? Did you hear that, Agent?
He said yes, Mr. Blair.
Great. Oh, and did I just hear Mr. Wayland Park volunteer for the morphogenic engine program?
That's what I heard, Mr. Blair.
That was brave indeed, Wayland. The Murkoff Corporation and the Onward March of Science both appreciate your bravery and sacrifice. Maybe you could administer Mr. Park here a light anesthetic.
Gladly.
Also, I really love how they weave the DLC in the timeline of the main game. I fucked up. Oh God, where am I? Hours could have passed, or weeks. Brain filled with static. They made me watch the engine. Have to get help. Have to call for help. Lisa, I'm sorry. If I die, I know you'll find me. I know you won't rest until you find my body. I hope you find this camera with my corpse. I hope the evidence on it does what I couldn't. Exposes the truth. Lisa, baby, I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I thought I was doing the right thing. But I fucked up bad.
Whistleblower! Fucking... I'll open you up. Open you up and show you. You wait right there. Come to join our therapy session. Here, take the blade. Get around with my friend here. Get a little red on your hands. It's always healthy to express yourself. You keep it bottled up too long and you might do something you regret. You're one of those. Too good for the likes of us. Think you're different? Something special? There are no observers here. Now, get the fuck out of here before I change my mind. Try to go. Come back here!
God damn it.
Try to go. Come back here!
Oh god. Ah! No! Like that. Thank you.
Bad idea. We get out of here through reception and let Merc Tactical clean it up.
If they get here in time. We need help now. If we get them on the radio, the National Guard could be here, but then...
We don't even know the radio works.
It's shortwave. If the prison's got electricity, they've got signal, and the lights are on.
Murkoff has it under control.
Yeah, I noticed. We need to get to that radio.
Outside help doesn't come without outside attention. You want responsibility for every legally shaky thing you did on the Murkoff Company payroll? I know I don't.
It's too late to worry about that. It's to stop.
You're scared. You're not thinking straight. Let me make something clear. You try to radio outside for help. I'm gonna give you a whole new something to be scared of.
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
There's a radio in the prison, shortwave. If it's electronic, I can make it talk. Make it work for me. There's hope, Lisa. I'm coming home to you. My mistake was subtlety, like you always said. I thought leaking information to a few journalists was the safer way. I didn't want the spotlight, the attention. Murkoff is dangerous. I know that. I thought I had to be subtle for your sake, Lisa. For the boys. But I should have exposed what Murkoff is doing to the world. I should have shouted to anyone and everyone. I can't die. Not before I reach the radio. They can't cover this up now. It's too broken. Too dangerous. You even moving? Oh yeah. Jesus. Yeah. I'll be out of your hair in a minute. There. Oh, no, you didn't.
Help me, please. I'm a doctor. I need to get hold of my... You're not security. I'm a patient like you. Stole these clothes from a dead body I found. You gotta get me out of here. Please.
That's why you were
Just
saying
push
you're
the
a
button.
doctor?
Open the door. We can get out of here together.
Uh-huh. You're still gonna die. I'd never seen a man die before today. Never seen a dead body outside of a coffin. Dozens today, murdered and worse. I looked into a man's eyes as another tore him to pieces. Claimed he was a doctor, then saw the rags they've dressed me in and changed his story. Said he was a patient. Could have been either. They're all crazy, all sick. No real difference between them now. The therapy is spreading, and what am I? I watched this man die and only thought, it's not me, thank God. I know I'll die someday. I don't want to be murdered. Oh, that's right, I've got to like... run away from Billy. I honestly felt like when I was in there I could hear fucking Chris Walker.
Another one's coming! One of them! Lock it down! Now!
Or maybe that's just my fridge jangling. Yep, that's my fridge jangling. Mrs. Grant, I may receive requests for information from a Mrs. Lisa Park of Leadville, Colorado, in the coming weeks concerning the resignation and hospitalization of her husband, Waylon. If so, please forward them to my personal attention. Waylon Park, former consulting contract 8208, resigned due to previously undiagnosed mental illness. I personally visited Mrs. Lisa Park and her sons and broke the news to them. with the silver lining that Murkoff Psychiatric would be graciously providing treatment. Mrs. Park has some less than charitable things to say about myself and the Murkoff Corporation. I assured her that with her power of attorney she could try to fight the doctor's diagnosis of her husband's illness. However, if it were discovered that he resigned under false pretenses, his insurance would be cancelled and the family would be saddled with not insignificant healthcare debts. Hopefully she understood. But if she insists on making a nuisance of herself, or tries to get around me, please let me know. This is one I want to take care of personally. Yours, Jeremy Blair. Now, this time, I'm not going to get lost and not find my way up. Get up the fucking... Get up. You know, just climb normally. Jesus Christ. Dumbass. Sorry about that. Oh, that's right. This is, Buzzsaw Boy. Guy, anyway. Creepy fucker. Dude, I think you need to check your suit.
I love him.
Don't ask to see my body, Lisa. When I die, when you finish the lawsuits that let you pry this footage from Murkoff's army of lawyers and corporate hitmen, don't make them show you my body. Just bury it, or burn it. Let my sons remember me whole. That man is eating human flesh. He looks at me, and I see anger, a little desire, but more than anything, hunger. Please don't make them show you my body.
I made it! I think it's safe. Can you climb up?
I'm coming, Cooper! I just have to lock the... There. I'm coming! Hold on! Hold on!
Hello.
Just a moment. I just need you. Are you my friend? Do you ache?
Yeah, dude, you really shouldn't be in here. No, go away. Yeah, no, stay there. No. No. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Evan Risk and Daraj. This is a request for specific legal consultation in the ongoing lawsuit by Melissa Cho against Murkoff Charitable Psychiatric Inc., USA, originally filed in 2010. At the time of Mrs. Cho's termination, the psychosomatic effects of the morphogenic engine on female employees and patients had been well established. Ugh. Already more than 7 female employees and patients had reached fictitious half-term pregnancies in a matter of weeks before miscarrying the non-existent children. 5 of them fatally. Female employees were moved to higher floors in the facility, then to other buildings, and eventually entirely off the Mount Massive facility. The critical secrecy of Project War Rider necessitated secrecy in the motivating factor for the reassignment. and the terminations, resulting in perceived injustices from several terminated parties. Mrs. Cho was successful in acquiring a court-ordered FQAIA. Ow! I have something in my eye. Let's see if I can read this with one eye. Release of the documents surrounding her termination. Those documents will need to be generated and post-dated previously ameliorating information with skirting the relevant secrecy of the project. Please advise. Ethan, and the last name that I butcher, let's see, Riskandaraj, Consultant MM214.
I have to feed.
Oh shit, hello! I knew you were close, but I didn't reckon you were up my ass! Can you get up? No, you can't. Oh, hi, battery. Hi. Oh, can I get away? Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Come on. Move, Waylon. Had a gosh darn map. Oh! Get through. None of this helps. Where the fuck am I even supposed to be going? In there, right? This is where we came from. There's somebody. Oh wait, I've already got the shit I need. I'm a dumbass, I'm running around when I don't need to. Dumb. Playing through other parts before I'm even there.
cook.
Excerpt from the recordings of Dr. Bruce Newhouse, MD, employed by Mount Massivus Hospital, 1958-1956. Father Clark, far be it from me to lie to a man of God, so let me at least say that I will do my personal best to improve the safety of your working conditions. I and the rest of the staff truly appreciate everything you do for our patients. And if you feel threatened by anybody in particular, simply let us know and we can either increase chemical restraints or administer a lobotomy or similar calming procedure. Don't underestimate the contribution your sermons offer our patients, especially considering the depth and necessarily chaotic nature of hypnotherapy. Our patients need the bedrocks of God and family. Not all of our poor unfortunate have families to call upon, and so the burden and calling is yours. We are all of us relying on your faith and hard work. DBNR, Dr. Newhouse, MD, May 20, 2061. 2061, Jesus Christ. 1961. No, sorry, I'm supposed to go up. Sorry, dude, I missed your performance.
Feed me!
Just try! What do you see? Who am I? Idiot!
Lisa, or whoever finds this, now that Murkoff is making monsters, I'd never seen the patients after they'd gone through that German's so-called therapy, the engine. So much worse than I could have imagined. They may still be human, but something's been ripped out of them. And too many. Other things have been pushed back in. They were not all murderers. They were sick, but they weren't killers. Murkoff's made them monsters. Dr. Rosset said that the engine had varying effects. The variant outcomes too erratic for any sort of prediction. I took it as idle cafeteria small talk. Rowell's endless chatter. I should have listened.
There! Now you see! Now!
Jesus! All these jump scares I already know about scaring the shit out of me. Excerpt from 1957 and comment on IG report operations of TSD. 7. Influencing human behavior. E. The potential use of psychochemicals in political action operations is well recognized, although it has not been explored as thoroughly as might be expected. Chemical division includes it as an objective of its program to be prepared to support or make such operations possible. Non-chemical methods of accomplishing political action operations are also included in the program. Note: J. Lawler, April 15th, 1958. Present above McCultra, excerpt to Technical Services Division for Budgeting and Authorization of Continued Research into research of Dr. Rudolf Wernicke. Asset 14866 and Project Warrider. Autopsy of recovered test subjects shows chemical content of bodies, metallic tumors, evidence of subdermal combustion. That indicates heavy psychochemical dosage. See note, blah 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 blah, 6 September 1938. 237.
I can smell you! away! This is my place. You're gonna get me killed! Fuck off! Fuck off!
What's that? Isn't there a valve around here somewhere? No, I've got to go through that other area. This is the area my brain was thinking of earlier. Where the fuck are you?
Mine!
Ah, shit! Die! God, I hate it when it's sneaky as fuck. No! Ah, damn it. Where? Oh, there. Okay, get in. Need the gas thing. Isn't there a little, like a hole in the plastic where I can go through? That's outy out place. That's not what I wanted you to do. Ah, for fuck's sake. Battery. Good. Yeah. Oh, hello. There, I was right. It's already there. god, when it happens, I'm gonna shit myself. I can hear you, mother trucker! And there it is. Okay. A little bit ready for it then. I thought I was going to be.
He's not hurting anymore.
What? Is this before or after the rain? Probably after. Always get lost around here. He's playing alone and losing. That is what the game is. There is a mathematical proof if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and so on up to infinity, you can arrive at an answer. If you stop shy of infinity, you have an incredibly large number. Indescribably large number. If you continue all the way to infinity, you arrive at 1/2 negative 0.083333. Repeating, I'm losing my grip on things. I'm thinking about the drive here. 400 miles in a rented truck. The job that shows up just in time to cover our bills, our debts, the insurance. The boy sleeping in the back. Nothing but AM radio, gospel, country western, late night, paranoid talk radio. We sang Patsy Cline songs and laughed at conspiracies of aliens and ghosts. Mile marker numbers passing in headlights. I don't want to die here. Okay.
He looks nervous.
I would like to kill her.
As would I.
Smile support.
I think there was no in there yet. Kurt, we've got another one, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to check it off as psychopathic proximity disorder. Pathic. Security guard all the way up in the admin block in our latest non-patient employee to start seeing Warnick's fairy tales. He was never directly exposed to the engine, never even made it below level 1 in the building. It would be an enormous breach of protocol and security if doctors were speaking of the Wall Rider within hearing of a contracted security guard, and seems vanishingly improbable that he would stumble onto such an obscure mythological story on his own. It's too similar to the Dr. Samuel case or the others before him. It's one thing for formerly sane medical personnel to fall under the delusions of their patients. It's another thing entirely for those beliefs to be, I don't know, airborne. We need to talk in person. Billings. Okay.
They'll tell you it's science, but it's not. They were waiting for us in this place. Billy understood. They've always been here.
Waylon, you couldn't just keep your mouth shut. You couldn't just play along. But you're done talking now. Do me a favor and die here, Park.
Oh god, I'm not in a good position.
Attention workout personnel, an emergency evacuation is in process.
The future caveman. Our technology, you think it was magic. And if you're sure at magic, you think it was technology. We have faith in all the wrong things. And it will destroy us. Talk to me. What's the future caveman? Our technology, you think it was magic. And if you're sure at magic, you think it was technology. We have faith in all the wrong things. And it will destroy us.
Another poor soul.
Hey, Father Martin.
Don't be afraid, you're doing his work, whether you know it or not.
Somebody who looks as much like a priest as this place looks like an asylum, writing instructions on the wall, talking about God, tells me not to be afraid. How was I ever a part of this inhumane bullshit? Greed-driven moral genocide. The monsters Murkoff ripped from tortured minds. The lengths the jackbooted business school worms will go to protect it. Their own men slaughtered. I've never prayed in my life, Lisa, but if some small-minded interventionist God is listening, kill Jeremy Blair before I die. Sanity and avarice, there's no pain he doesn't deserve. There is no radio, no hope for reaching the outside world, only escape.
No more sickness! No more nightmares! Fuck you! Fuck you, you filthy piece of shit! Come here! I'm not the sick one! You want me!
False pregnancies. Real profits. Rick. Fun hitting the greens last week. We should make the drive more often. Was revisiting some old test records from the early days of Project Wallrider, and something sparked my interest. Were you following the project back in 2010? apparently had issues with female employees experiencing psychosomatic pregnancies, something to do with how the morphogenic engine interacts with the immune system. All Greek to me, am I right? It was more often fatal than not, and these were employees and not patients, so a little harder to swipe under the rug, but the morphogenic engine activity in these ladies' marrow was off the charts, and these are women who were never even exposed to the additional hormone therapy. Now I know how ppm from a kick in the teeth. I don't know ppm from a kick in the teeth, but I can read a spreadsheet, and if the projected profits from Project Wallrider are half what they say they are, I've just got one question. Why aren't we performing experiments on women? God knows mental illness is an equal opportunity affliction. Seems unethical to pass up on such a potential windfall. Sincerely, Jen.
No more sickness! No more nightmares! Fuck you! Get out of my room, you fucking piece of shit! Come here! I'm not the sick one, you lying motherfuckers! No more sickness! No more nightmares! Fuck you! Fuck you, you fucking come here!
Oh god, one of them's coming! It's not even human anymore! Lock it! Shut it in!
Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gloskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gloskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gloskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gloskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gloskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. Above the knees, below the navel, sliced and sewn on Gloskin's table. To make a place to push inside, the groom will make himself a bride. I don't think I may have found that, but I really cannot remember. Didn't necessarily have to read it all out, but I just wanted to. Okay, you gonna give me anything here or no? Kill us. Burn the building. Worse than death here. Kill us. Kill us. Hi, Eddie. Be with you shortly. I'm not even gonna look at that because I know exactly what it is and I've seen it a million times. Yeah, I don't want any more reason to get shit taken down.
Go, you fucking self!
We cannot hear you. The power is still on. Electricity. I need to think, Lisa. I thought the power was evidence that some human force still controlled some small part of Mount Massive. But nothing human or sane can do anything here but survive. And even that, not for long. You were always the reasonable one, Lisa. You would tell me to calm down, to take a longer view. Madness and inhumanity rule this place. Whatever is keeping the electricity from flowing is trying to trap me here. I need to shut it down. Yeah, alright. It would be so easy. I don't believe in it anymore. Getting the truth out. There is no truth. Only lies we've accepted too long to double back on. It's our children, Lisa. I would take the easy way out if it wasn't for the boys. Damn this place to hell. I'll suffer anything to get out.
Don't need any sisters. Maybe some girls that ain't blood. You ain't old enough to be worrying about it. We have worse problems. Grow some hair on your hands. Then talk about words. I hear something, I swear. If we had a visitor, if we did, he could be our goat. What in creation are you talking about? He just likes to hear himself talk. We need a goat for his reason here. To bear our guilt, our gender, a small piece of flesh to us and a blade. We want to give him to Gluskin. That's the idea. I don't want to get Gluskin's attention. He'll hurt us. He'll hurt you. You'd make a pretty woman. No sense in pulling a mad dog's tail. We feed him a goat and leave him alone. A gift for the Green.
Back inside. Like the harder I try to escape, the deeper I get. Dead men aren't a surprise anymore. Suicide seems wise. I wish I had some of these easels. Probably not all tarnished and shit from a mental asylum, but wouldn't mind an easel.
If they catch us, they'll give us to him. The man downstairs. The man.
I mean,
very bad. Very, very bad. God. Oh God.
dude, you are quick.
Kill the rats! He's here! Inside the walls! Kill him! This idiot wants to die!
Dissociative Dennis. Dr. Ford, I conducted another interview with your patient Dennis this afternoon and have to agree with your suspicions. In the course of 40-minute interview, I had wide exposure to all four of Dennis's expressed personalities. As near as I could tell, two brothers, their father, and their grandfather. They seem primarily concerned with some sort of life-threatening flood, though there was little consistency between this event having already happened or threatening imminent arrival. The clarity of his delusion and performative nature of the personality's expression certainly suggests malingering. I admittedly fall in the Fasterberg camp of categorical skepticism of dissociative personality disorder, but Dennis's case seemed clearly invented by an attention-seeking patient, more likely symptoms of gross narcissism and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Continue with shock therapy. Sincerely, Dr. Wilson.
There's a leak pressing down on us. Up from this sewer. Jesus. Want to shut him up? More than anything, we have an interloper. You hear things. Water and time. Drill a hole in anything. The hell out here, fools. Oh, a lot of you may as well be a pile of whelped possum. Tiny, pink, and deaf and blind. Go find yourself a possum titty. How ain't you dead yet? You cowards and idiots, all you. Shame my loins. Think? Oh, he'll do. Wait, for once we agree.
Now to remember where the fuck to go.
He got away. The groom will have us.
I think that is the quickest I've done that section.
Comes your bride, Mr. Gluskin. We could give him other flesh, and he spares ours. Fucking idiot. He delivered his own self to Gluskin's hell.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna give a very, very heavy warning. I mean, I want to show it so that I can get the file of him, of Wayland talking and stuff, but this is way, way gross and violent and just gory. I wasn't as very shocked about it after hearing everyone talk about how bad it was, but giving people forewarning. This is bad. Not even. There we go. A man's body mutilated and bent to mimic or mock the moment of birth. The kind of thing a man cannot see without changing in some irreparable way. Lisa, I was with you when both our boys were born. It was, until recently, the most miraculous thing I had seen. Completely outside of reasonable belief and yet somehow central to everything I've come to believe since. You always said I was too literal-minded, tried to turn everything into an if-then statement. Lately, I've widened my horizons. How can the things I've seen here be? But I know the answer. Money. Profit. Things we made just become we could. What? Things we made just because we could. There we go. If you want to see it better, like, you can pause things and like enhance if you want, but I'm not going up there. I've looked at it enough in other times, and there's other people who like show that closer.
Darn.
Hi. Hi.
We've met before, haven't we? I know I've seen your face. It may be just before I woke up. Although it seems like it's really now I'm being with you. Let me feel you. You don't have to be alone anymore. You could make me whole. I can feel that emptiness inside you.
Get up and run.
When I was a boy, my mother always
He teleported.
I want you as my mate. Oh God, is it okay? Tell me you're okay. You're suffering without me. Why would you do something like that to yourself? Rather die than be with me.
Well, you're one of my favorites. You're also one of the most fucked up. So, yeah, probably.
Lunatic shit. But when I look at you, when anyone dies.
Also,
Smell
extra warning.
Arbor.
The next section
Darling.
coming up is also supremely fucked up. And I
You
don't
make
really think
yourself
that I can
forgiven.
censor it like I kind of
The
tried to do
delicacy
before.
to be unwrapped
So,
and unwrapped
extra
again
warning.
and savored. Here we go. I've been a little vulgar, and I want to say I'm sorry. I just... You know how a man gets when he wants to know. But after the ceremony, when I've made an honest woman of you, I promise I'll be a different man. I want a family, a legacy, to be the father I never had. I'll never let anything happen to our children. Not like... I know you must be just as eager as I am to consummate our love. But try to enjoy the anticipation. Here, darling. This will help you relax.
I mean, if I was knocked out with that shit, don't you think you'd slump? I mean, I know you can only slump so far in that sort of space, but...
Darling, I need you to try to bleed less. I know the fair sex often endure the same wounds with more suffering, but you really need to make an effort. No, I'm so sorry, darling. Love isn't for everybody.
Again, warning, click away, don't watch this part,
Hold still
skip
now,
ahead.
darling. All these unsightly hairs.
Like any of this part around here.
Silky smooth, like a little girl again. Now the more delicate bits.
No! No, don't! Please!
Oh, God! You've given up. You're ugly, and you've given up on love. You're not even worth stringing up. Oh, God. Bleed, please. And I...
Here we go.
You have amazing bone structure. Such soft skin. You're going to be beautiful. A woman has to suffer some things. It's not pleasant, I know. But just try to endure. For my sake. For the sake of our children. It won't take long. A few snips of the flesh here and here. Cut away everything vulgar. A soft place to welcome my seed. To grow our family. The incision will hurt. And the conception. And birthing is never easy. I'll make the cut fast. Just close your eyes and think of your children.
Get back here!
Ah, he took my batteries. The bitch. Who's the whore? You're the one who took my batteries. Bad but cool.
Judgment. Little
Outside,
swinish eyes.
Hi! Right eye.
Could have been beautiful.
Should have been paying attention to where I was going.
All of you, pause. Judgment, your little swinish eyes.
Fuck it.
All of you, pause. Judgment, your little swinish eyes.
Oh, Waylon.
Fine. Go! You and the rest of these ungrateful sluts!
Case number 196. Eddie Gluskin. Consultation date 6th of September 2013. Initial date of patient consult 14th of the 2nd 2013. It was 9th of the 6th. Never mind. Patient. Age 46. Male. Observing physician, Dr. Garrett Snow. Therapy status. Lucid dreaming figures remain as murky as ever. Gluskin claims near constant control of his dream state, yet correspondence between his narrative and REM cycles. Highly arrhythmic REM and RAM, morphogenic engine activity, plateaus at 90 ppm. Diagnostics. Heavy bronchial accumulation, The rashes associated with hormone therapy have receded and vanished since we stopped using latex tubing. Interview notes. Gluston remains a frustrating interview subject. He's still trying to tell us what he thinks we want to hear, while studiously avoiding certain elements of the truth. His childhood remains an obvious fiction. He's claiming to have grown up in Leave It to Beaver, despite a traumatically violent, ongoing sexual experience that is a matter of public and medical record. When I confronted him with the photographs his father and uncle took, he responded with a mixture of laughter and anger, and restraints were issued. He similarly refuses to discuss his victims, both categorically and specifically. When I showed him pictures of the women, he would not admit that they were dead or mutilated. He is claiming advancement in the morphogenic engine program that he has not yet achieved. Said that he could clearly hear the voice of the War Rider just by closing his eyes. Clearly he's still trying to curry the favour of his doctors. I won't speculate at what he expects to gain by it. Bodies hanging like wet laundry, like skinned rabbits. Men mutilated, hunted, and murdered. The shortest distance between any 2 points separates violence and ruined lust. Whatever story he's telling himself, he's not making women to bear his children. He's making women to kill them. Lisa, I want you to burn this place, and any evidence it ever existed to the ground. Destroy the Murkoff Corporation. Bury it in shame. Take away its money. Wipe it from history. This man thinks he's in love. He thinks the therapy made him better. Everything reeks of death and fear. Piss and coppery blood. Meat decomposing the game. Wonder if anyone's actually counted how many. There has to be like 100, right? Or maybe 50? No. Because like, yeah, maybe 50. Or close to 100. I see you sparking. I did. Me then. Am I able to go back? I am. I don't think I've ever tried that one. Well, come on then, bitch. Oh, he's too quick. He'll get down here before I get up there. He's annoying. Oh shit. Yep. That's probably why I haven't tried it.
One more. I tried, and I tried. You all betrayed me. You can hang like the rest of them. Heavier than you look. If this is you on the honeymoon, I hate to imagine our anniversary. Hold still. God damn it, what are you? Oh, damn it, darling. No, you need to behave. We could have been beautiful.
Strung up again. I mean, painful, but I hope you were able to find peace, along with everyone else in this godforsaken place. Oh, wrong thing. He's dead. The amateur surgeon, father-to-be, husband. his gut shredded and pulled from his belly. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh God, Lisa, I swear I'm trying. I swear to you I'm trying. A chapel on fire in the distance. I didn't even know we had a church. Where's God when you need him?
Let's just say he's dead.
Yeah. What kind of sick fuck would do this to somebody? He even took his damn pants.
Tell you one thing. I've seen more than enough dick and balls tonight to last me a lifetime.
Not all of them attached to a man. Let's wrap this up and get back to the truck.
Amen.
Corporate cops, mercenaries, private military contractors, whatever they call them now. They're as helpless as the rest of us. Need to get out. Escape. Rudolph Warnick phase out. Dear Sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress for Rudolph Wernicke from structural and financial systems at Mount Massive. His advanced age should alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among whom he has been cheerfully nicknamed the Crypt Keeper, and legally speaking, he died years ago. I understand patients 14306/8, 14279/1, and 14868/1 have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited at the obvious profit potential of the new project. My researchers have combed through Wernicke's files and found no mention of the 3 lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume Wernicke was sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope, along with his own infirmity, to be ignorant of the real discovery at hand. Even minimal exploitation of 3 resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope that the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff, so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Respectfully, Helen Garnett, Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department.
Unknown
coming. Hold on.
I'm running pretty good for a guy with a fucked up leg. Skill circle. Screw you, game, giving me all the like happy music when it's not going to happen just yet. Transfer authorization for patients 8, 1, and 1 from Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Mount Massive to Murkoff ARD Zisha Facility. Caution. Level triple black security protocols, including chemical restraints, physical restraints, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers are to be used at all time in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of the patients. Attempts at communication should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of loss acuity. They are physically blind but not unseen. Note: security clearance for Project Walrider will not apply to information regarding patients 8, 1, and 1. New security clearance will be issued and appropriate protocol assigned. Oh fuck, I haven't got any.
Mr. Park.
Bitch face?
Are you still alive? Let's make a deal. You help me. I'll help you. God, I'm stuck like a pig. Help me up, please.
Jeremy Blair, my supervisor's supervisor. A man who'd see me skinned, assaulted and raped for a promotion and few martinis. Injured. Dying if he's not already dead. I'm trying to feel sorry for him. Really, I am. But there's no way in hell he's stopping me from getting out of this godforsaken place. I'm coming home, Lisa.
No one can know! No one!
Oh my!
How to get up! Stop me!
Sorry that you ended up like that, bud, but at least I can get out. Move your butt, Waylon. Come on. Yes, I know that you're gravely injured. Move that tushy. Sprint. One comes in, one goes out. Thanks for the car, buddy boy. Oh, Miles.
You press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoiacs with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care
Your
about,
Australian
your
accent
wife, your
is
child, there'll be nothing to Murkoff
weird.
but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the
Especially
bridge
because
you're
it doesn't
crossing
sound like us,
here. You
kind
will
of.
do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice.
Good enough, anyway.
Once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do.
You look like Agent 47.
Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it. Boop. And we are done. Whoop whoop. Yeah. So I'm sure there's still heaps of stuff that I've missed out in achievements and shit that's around that I could have gotten. But at this point, that's all I'm probably going to do on the channel for this. Even though this is like the 100th time I've played both of them. I do plan on getting 2, as much as people said it was crap. I still enjoyed watching it and would like to play it. That probably won't be for a little while yet though. But as it is, I will still continue to try and upload some stuff. Obviously not Outlast, probably continue on with Dying Light and find something else to do since we've finished up with Ori and the Blind Forest. When Ori and the Will of the Wisp comes out, like I said before, I definitely will be playing that. And that's all for now. I think it's my bedtime. Anyway, if you've enjoyed watching what you've seen, you can watch them again or see some of my other videos here on Twitch in collections or over on YouTube. I upload everything on YouTube within reason. I'm hoping my playthrough for Outlast will not be an issue. because at the moment I don't really have censoring capabilities for any of the whistleblower shit that just went down. So that's why I tried to warn people. But anyway, also you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. That's usually where I need to get on top of it, be better at notifying you guys about any future videos or projects. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!